Hello, my lovelies. How is everybody? We got a change of scenery today. How's everybody doing? It's chilly in here. I'm getting ready to cut the heat on. Let's see what everybody's up to today. See if anybody's going to come hang out on a Saturday afternoon. Got a change of scenery today. There was something in there other than water. We'll light some candles. So, I have taken the weekend off, and I am by myself. It is me and Sammy. I decided I needed a me vacation. So, we're hanging out in Maisley this weekend. I moved the washer. I got some Gatorade and the covers that go in the vents. And we'll film a video later with my new toy for some hand picking, cleaning cotton. Got a puzzle. I'm getting ready to do some laundry. I got some crafts going on. Sammy's chilling this afternoon. He's hanging out. But it has been an interesting day. I got to let my battery charge up. And last night I come in. I decided I was going to do a whole weekend trip. If I was going to be gone, because Nick's off today. So I was like, well, if he's going to be gone, I'm going to go ahead and take me a weekend. Self-care. It's been a busy holiday. So I decided, I'm fighting with the cabinet. So I decided I was going to take the weekend off. So I came in last night. I asked one of the guys from work. I cut the water on and the water was spewing everywhere out the back of the camper. So I asked one of the guys from work, because I didn't have my tools with me, if they would fix the connection for me. And they're like, sure. So last night I get ready to go to bed, and I've got water in my floor. I've got water that is trailing from my bed, down the window, and out the slide. So I filled up a pot with some water and cut the water off, and I went to bed. So I got up this morning, and me and Sammy were heading out, and I cut the water back on, cut the hot water heater back on, was able to get a hot shower, no water. Went to town, grabbed lunch, come back, the water's back. So I took it apart from the outside, so I've got to recalk it, and I got it drying out. So as soon as my battery charges, I can take y'all and show y'all, see whatever somebody thinks it might be. Y'all might know what it is. I don't know. I still got hair on my computer from the last time I was playing with y'all guys doing haircuts. So I'm going to start the washer. And this is a tiny space anyway. But I'm going to see if I can leave y'all. I've only got so many outlets. I've only got so many outlets to play with. So I'm going to see if I can set y'all up somewhere here. Maybe. There you go. There's a washing machine. So I've got some stuff I'm putting up, and then the kids aren't coming, so I've got plenty of space. And like I said, I'm actually going to film a video of the cotton. But I've got the cotton I picked by hand, and it still has the seeds in it. This is the cotton I have already taken the seeds out of. This is what the cotton seeds look like once you pick them apart. They're gross looking, really. So there's a couple different methods to getting them out. And these are just the trash pieces. Like some of them, I don't know. It's hard to describe. They're the trash pieces. I was rolling the seeds out with a dowel. You have to be light-handed. If you do it too hard, you crush the seeds and ruin it. Then I went and got some slicker brushes, and I've done that. That works pretty good. But I have so many seeds left that I created my own envelopes. by hand, a template for them. And I am packaging these seeds. So if anybody's interested in growing some cotton seeds, send me your address and I'll send you some seeds. But this will be a whole video that I'm going to do with the still camera and edit it and upload it. Probably do an intro video for that one and a voiceover, which takes like 3 rolls of film. You have to film it, then you have to edit it, then you have to do a voiceover, then you got to piece it together. It's a lot of work. It's like the Plarn video that was a lot of fun to make, but I don't think anybody really liked it. So this will be a whole video shortly. And then I've got a puzzle, a Bible study I hadn't done. I started reading a book that I have not finished. I started on the Help. A friend of mine told me it was fabulous. I started reading it and then decided I better look at that water leak. So I stopped reading. So this I'll get back to. But I got a new toy for Christmas. And I went and bought bought a case to put it in. So I have a smaller thingamajiggy. No, that's not what it's really called. But we have a microphone and the hood and a handle and a cord that has an HDMI end on it. I think I can connect my camera to here and it'll think that this is still a landline connection for me to go live with this camera. It should. We're going to see. It's got the cool remotes and all to go with it. And of course, with my tripod that I got last year, I also have the push button. I had another one, so I don't know if they work or not. But the start and stop, the remote shutter. So I got my SD card and I got all this put together. It's actually a pretty small camera. And I'm going to see. I did take a video on it the other day. So I'm going to see if I can remember how to put this together. And I will show y'all guys what it looks like. And then we will, this piece comes out. If I can remember all this without losing it, and this piece slides in. Then you tighten it down. It's really not that hard. It's just my brain capacity today is limited. I did sleep pretty good. I usually don't stay in the camper by myself. I really don't. But I did this time. And I still got to figure out how I'm going to dry all these clothes. It's just my clothes, but still. Okay, so I think I got it all. I have an attachment for my phone too. So, hold on. Nope, I don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I might not even need this one, depending on how. I don't know what goes in here. I really don't. Let me see if I can get the tripod. Oh, I'm gonna knock y'all guys clear out the way. Because my tripod has the connections for the GoPro, but it also has the connections for my phone Every time I about break this, I ought to know that this is not how this goes. Wait, I think I got it. Whether or not they're actually interchangeable, I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. So let's see. If I don't change the radio, we know I'm going to be in trouble again. Because y'all have big ears. My last video, though I didn't have to take it down, is banned in certain parts of the world because of a song. I don't even know what the song was. Check it out. This attaches. It sticks. Then this should go in there. Hold on, let me cut the radio back down. I'll be right back. Let's just turn the radio off. Because y'all are nosy. Okay. Let's see if I can lower. Let's see if I can lower this. I know I can. That's what it's intended for. Nobody required your assistance, sir. Sammy don't know what to do. There's no kids here to aggravate him. He don't have a clue. He's just walking around aimlessly. Isn't that right, stink butt? What you gonna do with yourself? What you gonna do with yourself? He waited until like super late to see if I was gonna let him in the bed. And my bed has a crocheted blanket on it, so I prefer he not get in the bed. But it got cold. I didn't feel like cutting the heat on. He got in the bed. Oh, I think we got it. Hey. Okay, you can get in that bed. All right. Look, it even spins and swivels. Is it level? Maybe. And then I think I can tilt it. This is one of those things where you have to know geometry. So you get all your angles right. Because to film, I think I'm going to need to be angled down. So that it goes over my shoulder. Guys, we're on to something. Okay. Let's take the lens cap off. See, this is the whole reason I did this weekend. Because I don't never take the time. I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then I don't. And then I get irritated. Let's see. Do I have an SD card? I don't know. Is the SD card in there? I don't know. Yeah, the case is empty. So it must be. Okay. Oh, wait. All right. Let's see what I got. Let's see what happens. If this disconnects, I apologize. It's not that I don't love y'all. Because I do. But let's see what happens. This says HD. We're going to plug it in. It's not like y'all can't come back if I mess this up. Let's see. I plug this in. Anybody see the picture of the cabinet? If you see the picture of the cabinet, you'll know we got it. Let's see, did I get any notifications anywhere? The microphone on this should be a lot better. Let's see if I can minimize y'all's box and move y'all. I'm not going to say I'm computer savvy all the time. Hey, something just happened. But I don't know what happened. It says it's recording, but can I see where it's recording? No. I wonder if it requires a download of something. This is going to require more effort and time than I'm going to give it right this second. So, might just be trying to charge it. The good news is I can do what I need to do with this. So I'm going to unplug this. Because I can just film it and connect it. I should be able to transfer it over and actually edit it straight from here. So that'll be a cool project for later on this afternoon. I'll try to get all this stuff back where it goes-ish. I think I paid like $15 for the case. So I know I've got, everybody went on I was telling Nicholas about it and he didn't understand what I was saying. The tobacco wreath things that everybody was going crazy at Hobby Lobby for. These things that I bought. So I want to paint this or stain it or something to it and take some of the flowers off and change some of the stuff off of this. And I want to put it over there. I'm pointing just like y'all can see. I want to put it over there because when you decorate there, when you decorate, you should decorate in groups of odd numbers so that it balances everything out. So how do you turn this thing off? I don't remember. Apparently it's still recording. Bye-bye. That's what it says. So I want to do something with that. Like I said, I bought a puzzle to start on this weekend. My vent's flapping. The wind's picking up. Y'all hear that? The wind's picking up. So if the battery gets charged right here in a minute, we will head over to I'll show you where my leak was. I should have charged this thing last night, but I didn't. So in the meantime, here's an updated of my HaPpY washing machine. For those who have seen it, this will now be the third video. This isn't bad. I got it from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, probably Dollar General. And it's not like the pelts that are like wax melts. These are like Epsom salt. Y'all can see them. These are like Epsom salt granules. So I use these simply because most of the places we go with the water does not do very well. The well water there sucks. And then I'm still using the same laundry soap. It is the Arm & Hammer with the softener. The only place I have found this is at Family Dollar. I only use it in the camper. I was using it at the house too, but I'm not. I only use it here in the camper simply because I don't have a dryer and I try to put the softener in to begin with. Let me see if I can find something to set y'all on to put you up higher so that y'all can see. I struggle to find places for y'all to sit all the time. I really do. I figured out a lot of stuff, but that's something I ain't figured out yet. Ta-da, maybe. So I have a hair in my mouth. So I don't use the hose that came with the washing machine. I use this. Can y'all see? I use this. This is a drain hose for a dishwasher. So this is the part that you would plug in to your garbage disposal or into your sink. And so I use this. It is an inch. And I hook this onto the end of my sink. And then I put this into the washer so that I don't use the top ports. And honestly, the ones that came with it, I don't even know where they are. The washing machine hoses that came with it, I completely got rid of. So I also moved the washer here. I'm here by myself. So this morning when I took my shower, Maisley became a wet bath. I closed the blinds and I didn't even close the bathroom door. I took my shower, I got out and got dressed right here where we're standing at now. So, I don't really have access to close the door to the bathroom because of where the washing machine's sitting. And because the kids are not staying with me, I don't have to get in and out of this space. So, Sammy, get out of that. So the way I've set it up, as y'all can see, I'm close enough that my drain should reach into my toilet. Should. So, I'm actually going to slide this closer down and we're going to do laundry. Because I'm limited on outlets. I have an outlet there and I have an outlet in here in the bath. So, again, I'm the only one here. So, I'm going to put this in here. We're going to fill it up. And there's not a lot of clothes. Y'all killed my last video about how many clothes I was putting in the washing machine. Y'all killed me with that one. So, there is not a lot of clothes in this washer. It's my clothes from last night. But they're going to take so long to dry because I don't have a dryer that I'm going to wash little loads and then hang them up in the shower. So, y'all killed me though. I got so many comments on that washing machine is overloaded. So, standing here is not going to be fun. This I can already tell. This is going to suck. Because I usually put this on here and walk away. I'm going to rethink this plan. Yeah. If I can get it from, well, I got to hold on to it either way I go. So, guess we're just going to be chilling for a minute. This is it. Well, if I fill it with a pot from the sink, it doesn't take as long either. And if we're at a campsite, I have used the washing machine. I meant the water hose and just ran it in the door. So, I mean, it's not taking, it's still pretty good water pressure coming through there. So we're going to see how it goes. We'll see how long it takes. I usually do laundry all day. I cook and do laundry before camping. That's what I do. So we're going to see how long this takes. And this is like a pair of sweatpants, a shirt and a tank top, a couple pairs of underwear, and socks. Might have a washcloth in it. I honestly don't remember. I started hand washing all of my bras. So there's no bras in here. It's actually hanging up. I hand washed those to dry. But I knew I wasn't going home the weekend. So I packed plenty of clothes in case I didn't feel like doing laundry. I packed grocery and clothes. I really just wanted to do a getaway weekend to catch up on some videos and some Bible study and trying to do no electronics. I have used the radio, and last night I watched a little bit of TV, but I've tried to get away from all that as much as possible. This surprisingly isn't taking very long. Now, again, if I was not here, if there was other people with me, we would probably fill it from the sink as well. We would get a pot and fill it from the sink and from here. Because once I start this washing, I'm free to walk away with it. It just needs my attention twice to rinse it out. And I'm not sure what it's going to require to drain it. I've never drained it through the toilet either. I have drained it through the sink in my bathtub and the bathtub. And the bathtub is okay, but the sink, you have to watch it. It usually pushes it out faster than it can pump it. So, but with the washing machine here, I would have to move it every time I did laundry. I put Sammy's bed, or there's a table where the washing machine usually goes. And I'm thinking what we might possibly do, and I'm not 100% sure. I can fill it from the sink. I take the aerator off the sink and I fill it from the sink. That's not a problem. It's the drain in it. And the drain hose will actually fit right outside the door. So if we were to take the honey pot, our blue 15-gallon capacity that's used for sewer if you're stationary, if we were to use it to drain the washing machine in, we would probably be okay. It just depends on if there's a dump station and if there was kids to take it to the dump station between laundry runs. So at Lake Air in South Carolina, there's a dump station. Our kids could take it to dump it in the gray water. At Moonlight Lake, there is not a dump station. So everybody has their own sewer connections there. So I'm almost, again, this is not a full load. I'm probably about halfway there. And I fluffed them and just threw them in there. So I'm probably going to start this and see where we're at. If it needs more water or not. I did have the hot water heater turned off. So I know I'm not using hot water for this. It might be warm by the time I get ready to rinse it. But I know for a fact, if I was hand washing these, there's enough water in here to make me happy. So, no, I didn't even have the hot water on. No wonder it took twice as long to fill. I thought I did. There we go. Oh, we're getting somewhere now. I thought I had the hot water on. All right. We're going to take this off. And we're going to lift it up so that it drains out. And it is between the medium and low. So there are 4 levels on this. And it's between the medium and low. I'm going to cut this on. It is on normal. We'll turn this on to 15. We're good. Go, give me a sec. Hello? Hey, babe. Yeah. Got laundry going. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. That'll be pretty. I'm gonna check this, make sure there's no water in here. I just used a bunch of water to fill up the washing machine. I don't see a drop of water. It could have been that supply line. Yep. I will. All right. I love you. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye-bye. That's promising. What I thought was probably a supply line issue probably is. I don't have enough battery to move y'all. If I move you, I'm going to lose service. Like, it's going to cut off. So, this is Sammy's bed. The tie-dyed thing is Sammy's bed. And it goes over here. My finger doesn't work right in reverse motion. It goes over here. And that's where the leak was. So I'm going to see how close I can get y'all. As big as this cord is, it ought to go everywhere. Oh, wait. We moving? Oh, wait. We might get it, guys. I'm going to sit on the bed. So, in here is where my well pump is. And I don't think y'all can see my water pump. Last night, where that towel is, I had water that was running all the way down that wall and running out that slide. And so I shut the water off last night. Well, ow, my kneecap. When I went this morning or this afternoon when I got back from town, as much as I didn't want to do it because it's silicone sealed, I took the screws off and realized there was a plastic screw connection to the supply line. And then there is like a vent or an overflow maybe. I guess where it gets air through the, I think that's what it is a vent. Where it pulls in air to the water pump so that it doesn't have a suction on it, I think is what it does. And then there's a drain hose or a fill hose that if we were going dry docking, we would fill with water before we left. With the Bird Slayer, we can't do that. The Bird Slayer will not pull Maisley. She's too big. So I was having water that was puddling on the floor. And if you have a camper, you know that they lay the floors first and then the walls go on top. So the piece of laminate or linoleum that's in here is run from the front all the way to the back. Then they put the walls and then they put everything else, the couches, the cabinets, the flooring, or the cabinets and bedding and all that stuff. So if you ever get a scratch, a tear, a nick in a particular spot, you essentially have to cut it up to the wall, or you have to cut away that portion, depending on what it is, to run it under there to replace it. It's a pain in the butt. I pray we never have to do anything to the floors in here. But the water was running under the board because I could push down on the board and the water kept pooling up. So I took it apart from the outside and I went underneath to make sure there was no water running underneath the chassis, and I didn't see any. One of the bolts was kind of rusted, but the connection for the water is right here, and that's under the bolt. So that's kind of legitimate, depending on where you have your water feeding in. It would probably drip and cause a problem, depending on your connection. So I came in and looked at it, and everything in Maisley is HaPpY, except the sink drain, which is like ABS. So, and the bathroom drain for the vanity is ABS, is black pipe. So, all of the connections at the water pump, though, are HaPpY with scent rings. We don't use scent rings personally, but they're in here, and there's hose clamps that feed into the holding tank for the fresh water. Now, I don't know where the freshwater tank is. I've never seen it. I know where the drain for it is, but I've never seen it. And I've had an issue in here where I wake up sneezing and get like a dry cough, and I got to move from that space for the same reason. Because it was like a mold situation or a mildew situation. And It gets me every time. When I go to bed, I wake up gagging and coughing all night. And it's been like that since we've stayed in here. And I've told Nick, he said it's just like the atmosphere of it being closed in. But it feels like now that I've opened it up, I realize that's what it is. Because I sleep on that side of the bed. So, and it's not bad at all compared to what I've seen in some places. But there is over here, if I can do this without tearing it off the wall again. Inside here, I've got a fan blowing now, but that's where my water pump is. And I don't know if the water pump itself is leaking and the water's pulling up and running underneath, or if it was the supply line, because when we took the facing off the box, the supply line connection was a little loose. So I was going to tape it and put some pipe dope on it. And mind you, I am at the shop. But there ain't no tape and pipe dope here. There's tape in the shop probably, but not pipe dope. So I didn't know if that was also the leak. So I didn't do it. Because once you put pipe dope, I told y'all last week, I think. Once you put pipe dope on something, it makes a mess. So I've got this opened up. We've got the air going to it. And if I had to in an emergency, I could probably fix it. Put a regular stop on it and then put a supply line to it. Because the swivel piece that's on there and the plastic piece that's on there, I don't really trust now that I know that it's plastic. That piece can be switched over to metal. I would prefer to do that. So I've got a fan going in there. It's drying out. And hopefully it'll get dried out pretty quick. And I can check it. But I'm going to run the water and do everything like I normally would. I cleaned up everything last night. So I don't have any of that to do. And I keep telling y'all about the Every Plate. That it's a subscription that I signed up for about it. And so this weekend, this is all it. I didn't plan on any of this. But my kids like chili with meat in it. So tonight, because I'm by myself, I'm doing black bean stew. So it is vegetarian. Mine will be modified because I can't have garlic. So and I can't have onions. So I'm going to do this later. I'm going to do a cooking with y'all live later with the Every Plate. The only complaint I've had with Every Plate, this happened to me and my mom. We got gypped on one of our meals. Not the same meal. I was supposed to get gnocchi and I didn't. She was supposed to get something and she didn't. But I got like a whole different set of ingredients that I don't even know what the heck they go to. But no love loss. I've turned it into something else. So I'm going to come back later and do a live with y'all and get that going. I've got to dig under here and get the paint out so I can paint the wreath. I may do that. If y'all aren't following me on Facebook, make sure you go over there to do that on Facebook. I do not know how to link these together. If anybody knows how to link the YouTube and the Facebook so they run at the same time, I did it one time on accident, like shared it over to my other Facebook group, but I don't know how to do that. So I may do a whole crafting thing later and do a live. I just got my text message. It's time to take my thyroid medicine. So I don't have any cleaning to do. I'm going to keep an eye on the leak. I'm going to keep the laundry going with y'all and start on the video for my cotton, which I think I may try to do it in one roll. I would love to do that because usually you have to do an A roll, which is all your film. You do a B roll, which is your voiceover or your still shots that you put in it, and then you have to edit all that stuff in. I don't mind the editing, but I don't have time, which is why I do the lives. So, plus I like to interact with y'all guys. Do y'all interact with me? No, you do it later, which is fine. I'm not pouting. So I'm going to keep the laundry going and check on that, get my tools put up, see if I can clear out some space and possibly get this cotton thing knocked out and the craft thing. And I'll be back later on. Do I know what time? No. Do I have to cook for an army tonight? No, I can eat whatever time I want to. So I'll be back later to do the every plate. Cooking in Maisley is always fun. It's a 3-burner gas, so that's always a blast. She has no mercy. I set the smoke alarm off without fail. Did not do it last night, but there are so many smoke alarms in here. There are 2 that are literally like on the other side of the wall of each other. I set the smoke alarm off every time. So I'll check with y'all guys later. I hope that y'all have a great Saturday. Stay warm wherever you are. Enjoy the snow if you got some. Keep it. I don't want it. Send me a picture. I'll enjoy it. But I'll check in with y'all guys later.